This is the coordinate geometry video on quadrants. Let's look at the first example. It tells us if point C has a non-zero x-coordinate and a non-zero y-coordinate, and the coordinates have the same signs, then point C must be located in which of the four quadrants labeled below. So when we know that point C is non-zero in terms of the x and y coordinates, we know that it's not the point 0, 0 or on any of the axes themselves. So it's got to be a point within one of these four quadrants. Given the data that we have, we want to figure out what signs each point in each of these four quadrants would be, and so then we can determine which quadrant C fits in. So if we look first at the first quadrant, here we have positive x value and a positive y value. In the second quadrant, we're going to have a negative x value and a positive y value for any point. For points in the third quadrant, they both have negative x values and negative y values. And in the fourth quadrant, they have positive x values and negative y values. So in the problem, it tells us that the coordinates have the same signs. So for point C, there are only two possibilities. The same signs occur in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. Here's the test yourself problem. Pause the video here and try this problem on your own. You should have gotten E, 1, 3, and 4 only. The question says, what are the quadrants of the standard XY coordinate plane below that contain points on the graph of the equation x minus y equals 2? So first of all, we're going to have to see where is the graph of the equation x minus y equals 2. So I'm going to solve this equation for y so I can get it into y equals mx plus b format. It's easier to graph that way. And I get the form y equals x minus 2. And so I can do a rough sketch of the graph of that equation where we have the y-intercept of minus 2 and slope of 1. Then when we graph this line, it's fairly easy to see that the quadrants that contain this graph are 1, 3, and 4.